office for Calabar Street, Abia, or Kigwe Road. They don't collect person car now. Sars man don't enter the motor. See them. They don't come out. They don't drove out. See Sars so. See criminals.
Just block the man and collect it.
Chai.
Criminals enter, they no one.
See Sars so.
They come out for night. Come the harass.
For EDC office for Calabar Street, Abia, or Kigwe Road. They don't.
It is not about the change of name of the operative. It's like carrying a Barcelona jersey and putting on Chelsea players. They will still play like Chelsea players, lose like Chelsea players, and win like Chelsea players if they don't get the training of Barcelona players. So what we are asking for is radical reform that will make the country better. We are not targeting anybody.
So guys, I know that people still believe that the change of name of this Sars from Sars to SWAT is just a mere changing of names, and Nigerians know quite well that, as people all have been talking about, this is not the first time they are changing this whole thing, that these people will still operate the same way. There is nothing anybody is going to see. They are still going to operate the same way. For the fact they said that yes, they have been disbanded, Lai Mohammed is coming out to say, why should people still be agitating for this, should continue with this protest, because it's unnecessary, because they have met the requirements, they have met the demands of the people, of which you know quite well that they are just deceiving people. They have been deceiving people for a very long time, and that is why this whole thing is turning around. You can't continue doing the same thing and you expect people to just be abiding with what you are saying. Why, from your own end, you are not doing the right thing? You are deceiving people, and people have come to realize that all of those things that they were saying even before they came on board, they were all lies and propaganda. People were saying it then, but a lot of people didn't believe them. Not until when things are really going down and they are not ready to change anything. You can imagine these people are still operating. They are still operating. Even they will tell you, oh, this is not it. Can they deny the fact that the government has said there is nothing like paying for bail if you go to the police station, that no, their bail is free? Is this still the same thing? And people are saying it, and these people will pretend as if they are not hearing. The vice president came out and began to tell Nigerians that the federal government is sorry, they understand you did this and that. And they say, Mr. Man, go and sit down somewhere. You don't know what you are talking about. They will tell you the government is a democratically elected government. And yet it can going to 2 weeks, the man cannot speak. And the vice president had to go on Twitter to be tweeting and be saying what he does not even understand. Now you think the people are just fools because the people have been keeping quiet. What happened to the first disbandment that led to the second one, that led to the third one? What were you guys doing? And that's the same thing. Even people have been complaining that even that very day that the IGP came out and said the SARS has been disbanded, they are still operating. They are still operating and still doing this worst thing. And you expect people to just fold their hands and begin to say, yes, because you have spoken, because you have said this, so that is it. You can hear what people are saying in that video, and even what that man saying, that it's not going to work. You can't just remove one cloth and put it in another person's body, and you expect the person to start to change because you have changed the uniform. It doesn't work that way. Well, we are united, but SARS is still operating in Abia State because they are still harassing and killing the youth. Exactly what other people have been saying. You know, the other day they told us that they have released, according to what the governor of Lagos State said, they've released all those the people that they arrested, that they arrested people, that they released them. But that very day they still went to some areas in Lagos and began to arrest people. And they will be saying something and they will be doing another thing. Their words are not really tallying with their action or what they stand for. I don't know why to this extent. Of course, we know that no government is perfect in this whole world, but ours is just a free fall. They act in impunity. They will be telling you something is white, and invariably that you are seeing that thing as black, but they will tell you it's white, and they will be debunking things that are very, very obvious to everybody. Things that are the reality of things that people are facing. They will still be debunking it, hoping that you should just take it, because they have ways of intimidating and putting fears in the hearts of men. This whole thing really happened in Abia, in Abia State. And someone said, we are not seeing you people's protests online. We are trying our best. We'll see have another protest on the 19th of October 2020 at Government House, Umahia. Okay, you are the ones to chase them out of your state and frustrate and end their operations. Okay. Yes, I saw them. Yes, this one says yes. He saw them. Where did you see them? I saw them today in Ondo State, Akure. The government lied to us. They are fully armed and operating, and they are still operating. You see, and Lai Mohammed will sit at his at the corner of the comfort of his house and be saying what he does not understand. Of course, people already have a mindset for him. Most of the things he usually say, people don't really believe that. This must be armed robbers disguised in SARS operations to get what they want. Exactly, and we can't identify who is who again. That is more reason they must be scrapped. Here is the beginning. Beginning? Okay. We are with you. Back down, never. People should not lose focus, according to what a Sars say, that don't lose focus, that they are not going to lose focus, and they are looking for ways to be able to divide the people. And the earlier the people get to know that, the better. Of course, the youth have been able to watch and study the way and manner at which these politicians have been going. You know, they always say that, oh, you want to be the leader. What do you do? What have you done? They will tell you, go and join all these political parties. Go and join them. Start and know what is happening there. You think when you are there, they are going to give you chance. They won't give you chance. They will not. Because you begin to, even if they are going to give you chance, you have to do their bidding. And for them to even give you chance, they must have studied you, that you are that kind of person that will be so loyal. And very, very shameful that this man, but I'm sure he will be ashamed of himself. What is this man's name? A young man like that. Desmond Elliot. Of course, he just joined them, at the midway. But see what he's talking about, that godfatherism is the best. Now that the youth are taking over, did they consult anybody that we want to do this, we want to do that? They have studied the terrain, they've studied everything, and they have seen that these people are not ready to change. If we continue and be waiting for them, they are the leaders, they are the elders, they have a, what is it called? They have a experience, but all these experiences is Jaguda experience. That is what they have. How to steal, that is the kind of experience. Is it PDP you want to go, or you want to go to APC? Which of the parties? The same thing. And it's good that the youth they didn't really act on time, that they are now acting now, because they've been able to understudy this whole thing. Because if we continue with this, godfatherism, you have to go through this, you have to go through that, we are not going to change. It's still going to be the same. You can imagine if this NSAS process has not started. Do you think the people from the north will now wake up and say, hashtag end insecurity? Even as their governor came out, governors in that area, they came out and say, they reject the disbandment of SARS. And as they did that, the next day these people came out. We have been seeing a lot of things. Katsina people are calling for the resignation of the president. They are singing, the women are singing, the girls are singing. That is what is trending now. If the people from the other regions, if they had not started this whole thing, you think all of those people will be pushed? And that's what we are saying. We are telling them. They will be saying, oh, yes, we are the one in charge of this economy. We are the one in charge of the presidency and all of that. They are deceiving everybody. Even those of the politicians that are talking about marginalization, they are not for anybody. They themselves, they want to be getting appointments. It is appointment they are after. They are not after you. They are not after anybody. They are not after the people. The betterment of the people, or the interest of the people. They are not interested. They are interested in all of them getting position, juicy position at that. I could remember that was the statement of was it Saraki, that juicy appointment. All of them, they get it, but once they don't get it, they begin to cry marginalization. I don't know where somebody who has been given one appointment, what has that got to do with the masses or the people from that constituency? Nothing. So it is not clear to those people from the north that these people are just deceiving you, that we are the ones in charge. Yet tell us the development that you people have, that people are enjoying. Nothing. And that it's cut across broad. They will tell you, oh yes, so Jagaban is Jagaban that. See the Lagos that the Jagaban is. Tell me whether the Lagosians, whether they are even enjoying themselves with the way things have turned, upside down. Whether they are enjoying themselves. So until the people continue to do the right thing, coming together, because if you what I've seen now is that forward ever and backward never. If we lose this whole thing this time around, what these guys are going to do, because at the end of the day, if people now say that, oh, at the end of the day, what we just clamored for, we wasted our time, and at the end of the day, they didn't, we couldn't even push forward. Next time, people will not be encouraged to do that. Of course, there will be pockets of some people there that will want to jeopardize or to betray the whole thing, but I think people already know. There's not just that people were looking for who is going to lead this thing, and you see, at the end of the day, the whole thing just peaked in all the states, in almost all the states. At least from the northern area, you see that they themselves they are still demanding for something. And these are the things that we'll be asking, most especially this issue of insecurity. What have they done? They've never done anything. It's just recently that Katsina people started coming out. But all this while, these guys were folding their hands. They were folding their hands. So guys, I'll leave your comment below and let's have your take on this.